The Zrynn scouts approached with careless confidence. They had no idea what awaited them. They assumed the humans' orbital weapon was ceremonial, a showpiece meant to impress allies, not destroy fleet. They were wrong. The first blast. Alara Vance stood at the control console, eyes fixed on the targeting feed. Range, 15,000 kilometers, the AI reported. Projectile velocity, 0.9 c. Impact in 12 seconds. Probability of total destruction, 100%. Fire, Alara said calmly. The railgun discharged. A single, impossibly fast projectile streaked across space. It struck the lead scout ship. The ship did not explode. It did not burn. It vanished. The other 3 Zrynn ships scrambled, attempting evasive maneuvers. Missiles launched. Energy beams flared. The railgun fired again. And again. One by one, the ships were erased, leaving no debris, no survivors. The galaxy would later call it the first strike of humanity. Alara, however, remained composed. No celebration. No gloating. Only observation. The aftermath. News of the destruction spread across galactic networks. Whispers turned to panic. Emperors, admirals, and scientists scrambled to understand. Impossible, they said. Primitive humans, one weapon destroyed our fleet? Humanity said nothing. They simply ensured their defenses were ready. The railgun had not merely defended Earth. It had sent a warning: never underestimate humanity. And the galaxy, for the first time in centuries, trembled. Word of the Zrynn fleet's annihilation spread faster than any slipstream signal. Across the galaxy, empires whispered in disbelief, and fear replaced arrogance. Humanity, a species long underestimated, had revealed a weapon capable of destroying entire fleets with a single shot. The dominant powers could no longer ignore them. High Chancellor Ryssal of the Vyrnn Dominion convened the Imperial War Council. Holographic displays filled the chamber with constellations of star systems, fleet positions, and strategic map. Earth cannot remain unchecked, Ryssal said, his voice a mixture of disbelief and fury. They have a weapon capable of erasing entire fleet. Mobilize everything. Every ship, every dreadnought, every shock troop. We march on humanity. Over 5,000 warships were readied. Dreadnoughts bristling with mass drivers, cruisers equipped with energy lances, and squadrons of elite boarding units genetically engineered for combat. The Dominion scientists had enhanced targeting algorithms, optimized shields, and layered defenses across all vessels. They were confident. They believed sheer numbers would overwhelm the humans. They did not know that numbers alone meant nothing against precision beyond comprehension. Meanwhile, aboard the orbital station, Alara Vance walked calmly along the bridge, the hum of the railgun's charging system beneath her feet. The prototype had been upgraded in secret since the first strike. Its targeting algorithms now linked with every defense satellite around Earth, allowing for near-instantaneous tracking of all enemy vessels. Quantum sensors measured ship integrity, energy output, and trajectory with terrifying accuracy. Each shot would calculate not only impact but the secondary effects: gravitational distortions, shock waves, and orbital destabilization. The first Imperial scouts entered the Sol system, confident and arrogant, unaware of the trap that awaited them. Alara's fingers hovered over the firing sequence. All systems nominal, the AI reported. Projected fleet neutralization, 99.9% within the first engagement cycle. The humans did not fire immediately. They waited, studying formations, predicting maneuvers, allowing the Dominion to believe they held the advantage. Then, with a quiet efficiency that belied its power, the railgun struck. The lead dreadnought disintegrated before its shields could react. Within seconds, cruisers and support ships were obliterated, torn apart by projectiles moving at near-light speeds. The Dominion fleet faltered, panic rippling through the ranks. Officers shouted orders, but the humans anticipated each move, countering without hesitation. Captured officers would later recount the horror. Ships disappeared before their eyes, crews vaporized without trace, and the humans, calm, composed, almost indifferent, did not celebrate, did not gloat. They merely observed. Humanity did not fight for conquest. They fought for survival and protection. The railgun was not a weapon of aggression but a statement. Underestimate us at your own peril. By the time the main fleet arrived, the Dominion had already lost confidence. Their arrogance crumbled in the vacuum of space. Humanity had proven that their technology, their strategy, and their patience were unmatched. One species, one prototype weapon, had forced the galaxy's most powerful empire to reconsider its every assumption. Alara watched the monitors silently. "Let them see what underestimation costs," she whispered. The galaxy, for the first time, realized that humanity was not to be trifled with. The coming battle would not just be about ships or weapons, it would be about the undeniable fact that humans had rewritten the rules of war. The galaxy laughed. Not quietly. Not with subtle scoffs. It roared. Earth had unveiled its latest weapon, a colossal orbital railgun, sleek and angular, mounted on a hidden orbital station beyond the moon. Galactic powers dismissed it immediately. Primitive humans, one Corvar admiral sneered, scanning the feeds. Old-fashioned kinetic toys. Hardly a threat to a proper fleet. Even the Vyrnn Dominion's scientists chuckled at the spec. Speed? Range? One shot? It will never hit anything in combat. Inside the orbital station, Lieutenant Commander Alara Vance walked along the steel corridors, her boots echoing faintly. The railgun's immense barrel reflected the dim blue glow of the energy conduit. Its mass alone was enough to crush moons, but its true power lay in the velocity it could impart to a single projectile. "All systems nominal," the AI reported calmly. "Railgun operational. Targeting algorithms synchronized. Engagement protocols ready." Alara nodded. "They laugh because they don't understand. They never do. The intruders." A small scouting fleet from the Zrynn collective approached Earth, unaware of the weapon's existence. 4 sleek warships, armed but overconfident, slipped past outer defenses, intending to investigate. The human orbital station detected them immediately. Alara's fingers hovered above the console. "Prepare for engagement," she ordered. The railgun hummed to life. Not with explosions or fire, but a quiet, almost imperceptible charge, the air itself around the station vibrating with potential energy. The scouts would soon learn that humanity did not need fleets to dominate. One shot was enough. The Vyrnn Dominion had brought everything they had. 5,000 warships, dreadnoughts bristling with weapons, and squadrons of elite shock troops. Their confidence filled the void of space like a storm, blinding them to the subtle precision of humanity's planning. They believed numbers and firepower would overwhelm the humans. They were about to discover how wrong they were. From the command bridge of the orbital station, Lieutenant Commander Alara Vance observed the approaching fleet. The railgun, massive and silent, gleamed under the dim starlight, its barrel pointing toward the heart of the Dominion fleet. "All systems green," Alara said. "Engagement sequence activated." The AI confirmed. Targeting synchronized with orbital defense grid. Multiple engagement vectors calculated. Estimated fleet neutralization, 99.99% within first strike. The first shot fired without warning. A single projectile, moving at near light speed, tore through the lead dreadnought. The impact was silent yet absolute. The massive ship collapsed into itself, leaving no debris, no survivors. Shockwaves rippled across the Dominion fleet, causing confusion and panic. Missiles and energy beams were launched in desperation, but the humans had anticipated every move. Each projectile was destroyed mid-flight. Each evasive maneuver was calculated and countered before it could be completed. One by one, dreadnoughts and cruisers disintegrated. Entire formations collapsed under precise, devastating fire. The Dominion's commanders screamed orders that could not be executed. The fleet's coordination crumbled into chaos. Shock troops attempting boarding maneuvers were incinerated before they reached their target. Every plan, every strategy, was rendered meaningless by the sheer accuracy and destructive capability of the human railgun. High Chancellor Ryssal watched helplessly from the command bridge of the flagship. Impossible, every ship gone? His mandibles clicked nervously. They cannot, this weapon. Alara remained calm. She did not celebrate. There was no triumph in this moment. The railgun was doing exactly what it was designed to do: eliminate the threat with precision and efficiency. Space itself seemed to bend under the weapon's influence, gravity subtly warping around the projectile paths, and the Dominion realized too late that their century of conquest meant nothing against a single human weapon. The fleet collapsed within minutes. Thousands of warships, the pride of a galactic empire, reduced to nothing. The vacuum of space was silent except for the faint hum of the railgun returning to standby mode. Across all communication channels, a single message broadcast: "Your fleets are destroyed. Surrender immediately or face total eradication. Further aggression will not be tolerated." The galaxy watched in awe and terror. Humanity had not merely defended its homeworld, it had demonstrated that it could dictate the rules of war itself. One weapon, one calm commander, had undone the mightiest fleet the Dominion had ever assembled. Alara leaned back in her chair. "Let them remember," she said quietly. "Underestimate humans at your own peril." The Vyrnn Dominion was silent. For 10,000 years, they had ruled countless star systems, crushing civilizations beneath fleets of warships and genetically engineered shock troops. Now, their entire armada lay annihilated in the void. Their pride, their centuries of conquest, evaporated in minutes under the precision of humanity's railgun. High Chancellor Ryssal convened what remained of the Imperial War Council. The room was filled with trembling officers, none able to meet each other's eyes. On every screen, the devastation of their fleet replayed endlessly. Dreadnoughts erased, cruisers disintegrated, entire squadrons gone without trace. A transmission arrived from Earth, calm and precise. "The Vyrnn Dominion hereby surrenders unconditionally. All hostilities cease immediately. Enslaved species are released and protected. Expansion beyond your current borders is permanently halted." Ryssal's mandibles clicked nervously. We are defeated," he admitted, voice breaking. The words were foreign, unthinkable, but undeniable. Humanity had proven that it did not need to conquer, it only needed to defend. The aftermath. Across the galaxy, planets once under the Dominion's oppression erupted in jubilation. Prison camps were opened. Enslaved species were freed. Systems long subjugated rejoiced at their liberation. The railgun, now silent, remained in orbit above Earth. Its purpose had always been clear: deterrence, protection, and the undeniable proof that humans would defend their home at any cost. Human fleets patrolled quietly, linking with the orbital defense grid, ready for any who might test them again. A beacon was deployed, pulsing steadily into the void. "This region is protected. Violence will be met with termination. Proceed peacefully." Alara Vance watched the stars, her expression calm and unwavering. She did not celebrate. There was no triumph, only the quiet satisfaction of duty fulfilled. Humanity had sent a message to the galaxy: underestimate us at your own peril, for we are not only capable, we are inevitable. The galaxy had been warned. And for the first time, everyone understood. Humanity was a force unlike any other, not to be trifled with, never to be ignored, and impossible to defeat with arrogance alone.